What if I told you that right now, somewhere in the world, over 1,000 sausages are being made every single second, and most of us eat them without ever thinking about how they're made or where they come from? Today, we're going inside the world's largest sausage factories, where millions of pigs are turned into billions of sausages in an operation so fast and massive, it will blow your mind. But before we dive in, here's a challenge for you. How long do you think the world's longest sausage ever made was? Drop your best guess in the comments and stay until the end to find out. Let's begin this juicy journey. Every year, the world produces over 30 million tons of sausages. That's more than the weight of 250 aircraft carriers. In Germany alone, there are over 1,500 varieties of sausage, from bratwurst to bockwurst to blutwurst. The United States cranks out hot dogs and breakfast links by the billions, while Italy's famous salami and pepperoni have made it into every pizza lover's heart. And here's a fun fact: sausages are one of the oldest processed foods in human history. The earliest record dates back over 3,000 years to ancient Mesopotamia, where people minced meat, mixed it with spices, and stuffed it into animal intestines. Even the name sausage comes from the Latin word salsus, meaning salted, because back then, salt was the only preservative. Whether it's fried, grilled, steamed, or stewed, sausages have survived empires, crossed continents, and fed civilizations. But how does one go from a piglet on a farm to a perfectly vacuum-sealed sausage on your plate? That starts with farming, and not the old-fashioned kind. Today's pig farms look more like science labs than muddy barns. The journey begins with piglets, just days old, cared for in sterile, climate-controlled facilities. They're breastfed for the first few weeks, then gradually weaned and moved on to a nutrient-rich diet formulated by animal nutritionists. But this isn't guesswork. Every pig is tagged and monitored with AI systems that track its weight, diet, temperature, and even behavior. If a pig shows early signs of illness or stress, sensors alert the farmers instantly. By 5 to 6 months, these pigs grow to a hefty 100 to 120 kilograms, thanks to optimized feeding schedules, temperature control, and even stress reduction techniques like automated music or dim lights. On some mega farms, over 100,000 pigs are raised at the same time. That's more than the population of many towns. Once ready, they're transported carefully to the processing plant. This part might sound intense, but it's crucial. At the processing plant, pigs are brought in through sanitized corridors. Modern slaughter methods prioritize humane handling and follow global hygiene protocols. After the pigs are processed, the meat is immediately cooled and sorted. Now here's where the selection gets picky. Not all pork becomes sausage. Factories only use specific cuts: shoulder, rump, and loin, because they are tender, lean, and flavorful. Fatty belly meat or sinew-heavy cuts are sent elsewhere. The selected cuts are then quick frozen at ultra-low temperatures. This locks in freshness and texture until it's time for the next big step: grinding and flavoring. The frozen blocks of pork are brought into huge stainless steel grinders, machines powerful enough to process thousands of kilos per hour. But this isn't just about mashing meat. Every batch is precisely engineered. Most sausages are made with an 80-20 ratio of lean meat to fat. The fat helps bind the meat and gives that juicy bite you love. Now, spice time: salt, garlic, sugar, black pepper, MSG. These are the classics. But here's where each brand flexes its personality. Some go bold with chili oils or cheese powders. Others add wine, truffle oil, or smoked paprika. The exact seasoning is measured to the milligram by industrial mixers. In fact, many sausage companies have full-on flavor labs, rooms where taste testers and chemists analyze mouthfeel, aroma, and aftertaste using both human panels and AI sensors. Once the mix is perfect, it's off to the casings. The sausage paste is now thick, sticky, and brimming with flavor. It's ready to be stuffed. Using high-speed extruders, the meat is injected into casings, long, flexible tubes that form the shape of the sausage. Factories use 3 main types: natural casings, made from cleaned animal intestines. These give that classic snap when you bite. Collagen casings created from gelatin. These are durable, uniform, and great for mass production. Synthetic casings made from plant-based materials, common in vegan sausages. Stuffing happens at lightning speed. Some machines can churn out 500 sausages per minute, twisting and cutting them into perfect lengths with surgical precision. No sagging, no overstuffing, just rows and rows of perfectly plump sausages heading toward the next crucial step: cooking. Here's where the real magic happens. The sausages are now raw tubes of seasoned meat, but cooking locks in the texture, flavor, and safety. There are two main ways to do this. 1. Steaming or boiling, used for hot dogs, breakfast sausages, and most Asian varieties. 2. Smoking, used for bratwurst, pepperoni, and chorizo. The cooking tunnels look like long metallic tubes. Sausages roll through on conveyors while precise sensors monitor heat, humidity, and pressure. Inside, sausages are heated to the exact internal temperature for just the right amount of time. No more, no less. In smokehouses, real wood chips like applewood or hickory are burned to infuse flavor. Want that golden outer layer on a smoked sausage? That comes from the Maillard reaction, the same science behind toasted bread. Quality control doesn't sleep. AI cameras scan for burst casings, undercooked sections, or any abnormalities in color. Imperfect sausages, instantly rejected. The cooked sausages now need to be cooled, fast. Bacteria thrive in warm environments, so timing is everything. Using blast chillers or liquid nitrogen tunnels, the sausages are brought down to a safe storage temperature in just minutes. The freshness? Sealed in? Then comes packaging. High-speed vacuum sealers remove air, preventing oxidation and spoilage. Some are flushed with nitrogen gas to extend shelf life even longer. Machines apply labels, print barcodes, and group sausages into retail or bulk packaging. Everything is tracked by QR codes for traceability. You can literally scan a pack and trace it back to the pig's farm. Once packed, they're boxed, palletized, and loaded into refrigerated trucks headed for supermarkets, fast food chains, export ports, hotels, and catering facilities. Millions of sausages move through this system every single day. Let's wrap up this journey with some mouth-watering cultural trivia. In Germany, bratwurst, Thüringer, and Frankfurters rule here. Many are served with mustard and pretzels or grilled at festivals. In Italy, salami and pepperoni are fermented and aged for weeks. That's why they're so punchy and spicy. In Japan, Arabiki sausages are tiny, thick-skinned, and part of daily breakfast bento. So, ready for the answer to our earlier question? The world's longest sausage was created in Romania in 2014. It measured a jaw-dropping 62.75 kilometers. That's longer than a full marathon, made of sausage. From piglet to plate, from flavor labs to smokehouses, who knew something so simple could be so complex? Now that you know, which country do you think makes the tastiest sausage? Let us know in the comments. We'll tally up the answers. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of factory food production, don't forget to subscribe. We've got even more behind-the-scenes videos coming, like how gummy bears are made from bones. Stay curious, stay hungry. See you in the next one.